Your unique story, our global audience. Global One Media.
Hello, and welcome to Global One Media's exclusive one-on-one discussions with leaders of companies sharing insights into their unique journey and mission with you. I'm Ashley Berry, and thank you so much for tuning in today. We're joined by Leonard van Betuw, President and CEO of Avila Energy, an established producer, explorer, and developer of energy in Canada. They're listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange as VIKCN. Leonard, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure to meet you today, and looking forward to answering your questions.
Oh, thank you, Leonard. Well, listen, I'd like to start by congratulating you on reaching such a milestone. You released news that you've launched your energy business that will cater directly to consumers. Tell us a little bit more about how the conventional business will benefit from the launch of the vertically integrated energy business, and of course, your projections for that project.
Well, the importance to us is that it's a long lead project. Most of the development work and engineering has been done, including the financial requirements to get the project off the ground. So with the long lead times and the need to get pre-sales in place, we decided this week to get things started and start with the launch of the integrated business. How that affects the company is that the conventional business will benefit from a stable outlook on pricing for our products. As a result of that, the development of our conventional business will be able to accelerate with confidence and not be exposed to the ups and downs and limitations of the North American commodities market and pricing.
And I'm sure it can really fluctuate and can become a little frustrating. So being able to do what you've done is a huge accomplishment. Now, your mission is to become a best-in-class integrated supplier of energy by 2027. And based on your accomplishments so far, Avila has a bright future. We can tell that. Can you help us understand what your projections are specifically and the significance?
Well, what we plan on doing is that beyond just selling our product as most other producers do in the North America, we plan on having a direct-to-sales network. And with that direct-to-sales network, we're able to provide a better form of energy in the fact of being able to supply our microturbine and our combined cycle energy solution. That solution essentially allows the consumer to capture more of the energy that's being delivered to the home by the company, so that the electricity that's being generated by the consumer also provides heating and cooling. This providing a great value and a significant improvement in terms of their carbon footprint as a consumer.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's safe to say the energy markets are likely to experience seismic shifts as the world moves towards greener economies. How do you expect this will impact Avila? And explain, if you will, a bit about your preparedness plan specifically.
Well, this is exactly the reason for the announcement today, is we are going to be part of the transition. Rather than having to put other types of businesses in place, we have a path forward. We're going to be able to do it in small incremental steps. Those small incremental steps will become quite significant as they accumulate into larger consumer platform.
You know, it would be very helpful, I think, for our audience to understand a little bit about an overview of all your projects and the current resource estimates.
Right. So where we are is with the base of what we announced last summer, we have 160 billion cubic feet of natural gas in place. That 150 billion cubic feet of natural gas already has all the infrastructure and facilities so that we won't have to be starved with capital being employed to that. And the result of that, as we ramp up our production, we'll be able to deliver it to our downstream direct-to-sales consumers. This provides us quite a pathway in that we'll be able to vertically integrate our business, add significant margin to our existing production, and that existing margin will provide us a very strong pathway to further growth, both upstream and downstream.
Wonderful. You announced a major milestone today. Let's talk about some next projections, major milestones for Avila, and why should consumers and investors pay attention to your story?
Well, some people may think, okay, you're going to be a conventional producer and, it's always about what's the next BOE, what's the next milestone. For us, we have a very confident approach to where we are with the infrastructure we have in place and the resource and land positions that we already existingly have. Our average production next year will be 5,000 BOE a day, with us comfortably breaking through 8,000 BOE a day by the end of 2023. This, as a result of not having any existing lines of credit or debt facilities that are a burden to the company, that cash flow can be recycled into the business, and we're allowed through our vertical integration business to increase margins at the same time that we also are increasing production. Some people might think, you have a $6 million well to drill, and where's that capital coming from? Well, our choice is, do we have a $6 million well to drill, or do we add another 1,000 customers? Those 1,000 customers are going to be part of a growing footprint for the company and a sustainable source of revenue.
And I think that sustainability is absolutely key. Leonard Van Betuw, President and CEO of Avila Energy in Canada, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, sharing your impressive insights, the big news released today. We certainly look forward to sharing additional updates with our audience.
Thank you.